name's Lauren. I am the Lolo behind Lolo Did It. We have so many things going on in the shop as usual, and so I wanted to catch up with you guys for a little bit and show you what's going on. But before I do, I actually had not one but two people this past week say, Lauren, I love your podcast, but I get distracted by all the stuff behind you, so can you tell us what colorways you're standing in front of? And I was like, yes, I totally can. So I guess from now on, to start off the podcast, I'm going to share with you what colorways are behind me so that you know before we dive into what's going on in on the shop. So first thing is, that is Bohemian Rhapsody. That is Blue Jean Baby, Stay Golden, Once Upon a Time. The ones behind me here, this is Remix to Ignition. I still have just a few Hippo for St. Patty's, which is my ultimate favorite, which is why I dyed so many. It is literally the one that I love the most. We've got LA Lady here. This is Wildwood Flower, Millions of Peaches, which is brand new. And how we have this somewhat organized, but this is my Harry Potter row. So literally every single thing that's Harry Potter is on this side. So this is the Quibbler, and down here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's Beauxbatons. So I thought that was fun. Like, people were asking me, I'm like, sure, I can tell you what's going on. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, subscribe to my newsletter. If you're watching this now, or if you just happened upon my website and noticed it was different, we did a huge remodel. I have been getting a lot of, and this is over the past 2 years. So 2 years ago, a little bit more than that. Gosh, I don't even know when it was. 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, we moved away from Etsy to our own website. And since then, we've had a lot of growing pains because we've added almost 300 colorways to the website. And that website was kind of not working very well for the way that we do inventory and how many collections we have and things like that. So people over the past year or so have been asking me, can I shop by yarn base? Can I search for something? How can I organize this in a different way? Where are all of your colorways that have yellow in them or gray in them or things like that? And it wasn't just once in a while I get a question, it was every day I'd be getting these questions. And while I wanted to help you guys out, and I always do, I mean, if I've ever missed an email from you guys, it's just because it was missed. So always email me back if you don't hear from me within 24 hours. But I want to help you guys shop better. Shop the way that you want to shop and the way that you were asking me to. So over the summer, starting in March is when the time we started looking to see what platform we'd like and what features we'd like and things like that. We landed on Shopify, which is something that a lot of people use. And we added, I think, and I hope, every single feature that I have written down from emails from you guys over the past year and a half. If there are features that I'm missing or that you don't know where they are, email me, because if I can add them, I'll add them. But the main features that you guys asked for were, I want to shop by yarn base, I want to shop by collection, and I want to shop by color. So those three are there. The other things that you asked for is, how can I save my cart for later or keep it in a wish list or kind of build something based on a project? Like, let's say you were doing like a 5 or 7 color project and you kind of wanted to keep track of what colorways you wanted in a little list without putting them in your cart so you could check out for something new in the meantime. So that was wish list, so we put that in. While we keep a lot of stuff really stocked, I hope that we are known for having a lot of stuff in stock all the time and ready to ship, and it's very rare that we have dyed to orders, but when we do a really fast turnaround time. So for those things that are out of stock, I want to know when you're going to have it back in stock. And while I tried, when somebody's like, hey Lauren, are you coming back in stock with this? And I'd say, yeah, probably within 2 weeks. Sometimes I'd remember to email the person and sometimes I didn't. So now we have an automated notification system. So if you just say, email me when this is back in stock, it will email you the minute I put it back in stock, which is really cool. Like, I'm stoked about that because we dye things every day. If something's out of stock, usually we're dyeing it within the next week or two, especially our popular or new colorways. So that's really awesome. I also have, and this was not a request, but it was more of, I think that you guys are awesome. I have the coolest customers in the entire world. I'm the luckiest person in the world. I couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. And I say this a lot, but I don't say it enough. So we added a loyalty rewards program. Right now, if you check out, you get rewards. You get points for money that you spend or how you use your account and things like that, even on your birthday. So, and then I have been adding in things that you can get points for and rewards that you can get. So, for example, one of them is you can get a free little Lolo. With a certain amount of points. You cash in those points, you get a coupon code, and you can use it whenever you want to. So I've been adding some more things to it, especially on I have my free skein of yarn, which is like, that's my favorite. That's what I'd be saving my points for. But little Lolos and things like that. But right now, what I'm working on is adding in all of our little accessories. So if you wanted a tape measure and stuff like that, you can get it. So you'll probably see a few more over the course of the weekend. So pop up in the loyalty rewards program. I haven't seen anybody use any of their points yet, but I know some people have a bunch of points that you could be using. So that was really fun. That was a thing that for me, I was like, I have to do this because I love you guys. So I had to do that. So that's a really fun program that I'm really excited about, and I hope you guys are too. Another thing was searchability and ability to use the website on a mobile device easier. My last website was a little clunky, and as we kept on adding more inventory, it was just really slow too. And so we added a lot of mobile features so that you can shop from your iPhone a lot easier, or Android, or whatever you have. You can shop from that a lot easier, and same thing with your iPad. So anyways, I think that I've covered everything. If there are more features, oh, no, I didn't cover everything. I totally forgot. The thing that was like the feature that I wanted if I were shopping for myself on my website, because now I am crazy sweater knitter person, is sweater quantities. While I had that in the past, I didn't have a way for you to search by what was actually in stock and ready to ship. We had the dye to orders, and you can order dye to order. But what's ready to ship? Like, I have this pattern I need to cast on now. I want my yarn within 3 to 5 business days if I live in the US. So now you can shop by dye to order, whole lot of DK, and then you'll see sweater quantities on Everyday Sock, Low Original, Plush, DK, etc., etc. And you can actually see the quantities that are in stock. So you can see, let's say it's Everyday Sock that you're looking for, you can see when you click on that only the colorways that have 3 or more skeins available for you to purchase. So now you kind of narrow down your field of things that are available if you have cast-on-itis, which is like, that's what I have. I think that's all the features. So I hope you guys like it. If you have questions, today I have been really focused on trying to answer your emails within like 3 minutes, answering your Instagram, and I will try to answer your questions on YouTube. But the fastest way to get in touch with me, because I get a notification on my phone and I get a cue of what's going on, is email. It's contact@lolodidit.com, and if you have any questions, concerns, like I don't like this, or Lauren, you need to add this feature, just let me know, and I promise you I will do the best I can. Yeah, so that's it. I'm thrilled. I'm so thankful. Thank you to all of the people who tested my website. It was a little rough, the first couple of people who I had test, and over the past week I've had more people test it, and it's just, I got a lot of use out of that, so I really appreciate you guys. You know who you are, and I'm very thankful for you. And so let me tell you what's on this new shop. Firstly, Hippo for Baby is a new series that we came out. It's like a mini series, pun intended, because we have hippos that celebrate holidays. And one holiday that's coming up in my life is my sister's pregnant. I'm about to be an aunt. I cannot wait. I'm ready. So I wanted to do a Hippo for Baby mini series because she wanted to have a surprise on what if the baby was boy or girl. So I did not know what colors to knit with. I had no idea. I was completely like at a loss for at least 3 months. I didn't knit a thing because I had no idea what to do. So I came up with the Hippo for Babies collection. The first 4 colorways are now on the website. That's Hippo for Baby Gray, Yellow, Orange, and Red. And these are amazing. So now you have some monochromatic hippos. They're not necessarily all of my crazy colors that I usually do, and they're perfect. I mean, even not just for babies. I mean, I know that there's a lot of babies going on right now, but even if you wanted more of a monochromatic sweater or garment or blanket or socks or something like that that's not necessarily quite as crazy as I usually do, these are amazing. You can also, by the time we're done with this series, you'll have 8 colorways. It would also make a really awesome fade. So, or fade or transitional or whatever you want to call it, color blending, they would be really, really cool. So anyways, these are the first 4 that are available, and they're on the shop now. I believe I ran out of Hippo for Orange on plush sock. I sign up for notifications because we'll dye it and have it ready as soon as it's dry. So we'll have that ready again. But otherwise, everything else is up. So that's one of the exciting things that I am loving. Another new colorway is Rookery. And I think I showed this off like a month and a half ago. I was reading the book David Copperfield. I loved that book. It made me laugh out loud and it made me cry out loud. All in the same book. It was so beautifully written. I was like rooting for the characters. I loved it. So I think I was in like chapter 5 or 6, and immediately I was like, I have got to make this colorway Rookery, which is inspired by David Copperfield's childhood home. So I did this, I dyed it, and then I didn't have a chance to dye it on all the bases right at that moment, but I got it all up, and it's now available on the shop. It's really light and beautiful, and it's just what I imagined his home would be like. If you read the book, you'll see within the first few chapters that this calm and tranquil home with the name of Rookery, I just loved it. So I don't know if you guys are book people like I am, but I loved it. So I hope you guys too. This is on my sparkle base. I also put up, so for the first time ever, I know L'Original has been out for a while now, the yarn base, but I never got around to putting up all of the little Lolos on the shop. It was just like one of those tasks that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to put all these colorways on the shop on Little Lolos, so I never did. For those of you who had asked before, I did have some. I didn't have all the colorways, but now we do. And so all of the Little Lolos on L'Original tonal colors are available on the shop now. These are, for those of you who missed my like introduction to L'Original, L'Original is a base that I developed for the purpose of having a cost-effective skein. So it's my regular cost, like everyday and plush. It has nylon in it, so it has strength. You can use it for socks, but it is the softest superwash merino nylon base you have ever felt. It is gorgeous. So I wanted the next to skin feel, so you can have a garment, have it next to your neck. It's a beautiful round ply, so you can put it into garments, you can put it into sweaters, you can cable it, things like that, and it will be tough enough to have for socks. So I wanted a lot of things. It took me about a year to get it developed, so it was like my project, like a baby project that I had, and I love this base. It is my favorite, other than merino cashmere nylon, my Lolo's favorite base, because like you can't be cashmere, but this is it. I mean, this is really beautiful. And these are actually 1 ounce skeins. They are not 20 grams, they're 28 grams. You're getting quite a lot more yarn. They are, whatever 440 divided by 4 is 123. Not sure. I don't know. But that's how much how much yarn is in here. So you have Little Lolos now on Little Original available all the time. So, and we'll keep them stocked. So if we run out, there's probably already something on the drying rack. So if you ever see it, like on the tonal colors now, you won't see an out of stock sign because we're basically stocking it all the time. It's so rare that we have something that we don't already have ready to go on the drying rack, ready to go once it sells out. So what you'll see now is if it sells out, which will be very rare, you'll have it available for pre-order. It'll say available to ship within 9 business days. And what we do is we dye it the next business day. So if you order it on a Thursday, we're dyeing it on a Monday. We don't ship on Fridays. There's a whole drama story behind that, why we don't ship on Fridays. But order it on Thursday, we ship it, we dye it on Monday, it ships out whenever it's dry. So there's a lot. I mean, we go pretty fast. The only reason the 9 business days is really because what if somebody gets sick, then we have to deal with that. So far we have met our quotas and all of our time frames when we tell people that. So that's pretty good. So anyways, you've got these. So I don't know, I had quite a few people email me, so I'm sure they were not the only people who were asking, but where the heck did your Chiaogu needles go, Lauren? On the old website? Well, it was because I put them on the new website. So they are all available. I think I'm only out of stock of 1 size of needle. Everything is in stock, which is amazing. So if you guys are knitting, you can grab your needles that you need. And we have a full selection of Chiaogu needles. It's everything with their metal tips. We've got all of the sizes of thick circulars, the interchangeables, the cords, and the sets. I do have a few DPN sets, not many, but it's mostly all of the interchangeable and thick circulars. So we have those. And then I did put up, I think we have 7 sock blank sock sets that are new, that are available on the shop. They were not available on the old website. They're just brand new just for the shop opening. And these are all one of a kind. So we dye them, we use them as a way to, if we have extra dye, it doesn't happen very often, but if we have extra dye, we use it for extra dye. And otherwise, we use it to play with color, because the color playing is like the best part of the job. So you are getting really pretty skeins. So I hope you love those. I think that's everything. I wanted to show you the quilt that I am making for my sister, but I want to make sure that my sister is not watching this. So Catherine, you have to pause this, you have to go away, you have to walk away, and I will come back with a quilt to kind of show you guys what I've been working on, because that's probably that's the project that has taken precedent for me. I know I should be knitting, I've got all this yarn behind me, but I've been quilting. So I will show you that. I will be right back with that. I am back, and before we get the quilt, I totally forgot to tell you that sports colorways are coming next week. If we can get them on the shop by Tuesday, we will. So these are the 6 that are coming. You've got Cardinals, Falcons, Ravens, Raiders. This is Colts and Miami Dolphins. Sorry, it took me a minute. I was like, what colorways did I do? And you know what? I'm missing one. I should have the Lions in here as well. So we've got a lot of colors coming. As you can see, I'm totally ready for football season. So these are coming to the shop. I did, based on your feedback on my Instagram stories, I redid the San Francisco 49ers colors. So you will see that on my stories next week. Based on all your feedback, I think I got it right this time. So anyways, these are all going to be on the shop, plus the Detroit Lions next week, hopefully by Tuesday, if everything goes as planned. So what's really funny is I went to go grab the quilt that I'm making for my sister, and I see this text that she thinks that she's gonna have this baby soon, and I'm like, oh my gosh! I'm totally not ready. So if she has a baby this weekend, it might not happen on Tuesday, but we're gonna see what happens. I promise I will do my best for you guys. But I got this little niece or nephew coming soon, so I'm really excited. So I'm gonna show you my quilt. Catherine, you're not watching, right? This quilt is so dang cute. I cannot stand it. So I decided to hand quilt it because I love hand quilting. It's very, it's like knitting. It's very relaxing. You have a rhythm with your needle and thread, and it's something that I enjoy doing to relax. I know that sounds really weird to people who don't craft, but you guys are my crafty people, and it's wonderful. And I'm so glad I'm doing it because I enjoy doing it. And then it makes it so much better when it's for somebody that you love so much. So this is the quilt. Can you see it? I don't know if it's all in frame. Pretty much. And I started quilting it. I have my marker is in blue, and I started quilting it from the middle out so that I don't have too many wrinkles in there, but you can see my quilting stitches. And what I'm doing, I really like when I have straight blocks, and I'm not a professional quilter. I have not taken classes to do it. I really just started doing it because my mother-in-law got me involved, and I love it. And she is a hand quilter as well, and so she's the one who taught me how to do that. But I never really went to a class or did anything special to kind of come up with these ideas. It's just kind of what I like. But when you have straight blocks, I really like curved stitching. And so what I did is I made myself a little stencil out of plastic. This is just like the plastic that you're supposed to put in the bottom of like your drawers or cabinets to put your glasses on. I had some, so I used this. But I made a circle with a template of a plate, and then I put 2-inch marks here so that I knew I did not want any lines closer than 2 inches. And then I just started making circles around each of the main squares. So I got the elephant and the monkey and the leopard, each have their own circles, and then from there I've been going out 2 inches and stitching another circle around these. So I'm actually going pretty good. I've got this whole section done in the middle. I've got most of the sections done on the sides, and then I've just got the edges to do. So I actually went pretty fast on this. I was kind of hoping that she wouldn't go into labor this weekend so that I could finish it and maybe get close to binding it off so I can give her a somewhat done quilt. But it's really pretty. You can see the back. I don't know if you can see the stitches here, but I just love those circles, the circles on circles. So I think it's really pretty. I had a lot of people message me since last time asking me what thread I was using to make sure I was using hand quilting thread. I use 100% cotton hand quilting thread, that Gutermann or Gutterman, I don't know how to pronounce it, Gutermann thread. They make it. It's available at Joann's. I ordered a color online because Joann's didn't have quite the right light blue that I wanted. But I think I brought one of them. This is one of the ones that I bought that I didn't actually end up using. But this is Gutermann 100% cotton, and it says quilting on it. So this is the kind of thread I use. I've used this thread for every single quilt that I've hand quilted, and I have 3 that I have in my house. Not the baby quilt that I showed you guys last time. That one just hangs on a wall. I don't think I've ever even washed it. If I did, I washed it once. But I have 3 quilts that I've hand quilted that are all like twin lap sizes that I hand quilted, and I throw them in the washing machine and the regular dryer. I've had them for years. I don't know how long ago I started hand quilting. It's been a long time. At least 6 years, 7 years, I don't even know. But I really, really love that I don't have to worry about it holding up. I know that it's gonna hold up to a baby because most of my quilts hold up to my dogs laying on them and getting them filthy, and I have to wash them all the time. So I think that it'll hold up fine. But I also wanted to show you kind of my thought processes on what I do. I did not get this particular quilt pattern. I did not get a quilt pattern. I kind of just wanted to make these blocks a feature, so I just made it up. I'm sure there is one that looks like this. It wasn't anything like I was crazy, but that's what I did. And I love it, and I hope she does too. I think she will, just because I made it. I hope she is very crafty, loves handmade stuff oriented like I am, so I think she'll love it just because I made it. But I do hope, I know that she loves going to the zoo, she loves animals. Elephants are her favorite animal, and aqua, which is the color of the thread, is her favorite color. So while it's supposed to be for this baby, the baby's not going to know what it looks like. They're not going to understand that Auntie Lolo made it until they're a little older. So it's for my sister. And hopefully baby likes it too. So that's all I've been working on. And all of my other projects that I showed you from last time have totally gone to a screeching halt. I haven't worked on it at all. Because in the evenings I'm either quilting or I've been putting stuff into this new website. So yeah, I hope you guys love this podcast. I hope I didn't bore you with all of my craziness with this website and stuff, but I can't thank you guys enough. I love what I do. I love talking to you guys every day. I love getting your emails and feedback and everything. So thank you for letting me do something that I love every day. I will talk to you guys next week. If I don't talk to you next week, you know why. We got this little baby that I gotta see and love on. So, but I hope to see you guys next week. If I don't have a regular podcast, I will kind of just check in and say hi, and hopefully have some cute pictures for you guys. So, take care. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.